So after I received all these emails and the doxing, I was like, okay, this has to stop. This can't go on. Email on YouTube didn't work. Email on Lily didn't work. Ignoring them didn't work. A video didn't work. No more being discreet. It's time for a campaign. And this isn't a presidential campaign. This is a destruction campaign. So I start a Twitter campaign.
If you call yourself an empath all the time, you're probably the opposite. Yeah, I'm a sociopath. I was seeing some comments saying that I seem like a sociopath because I didn't feel that bad for Jake Weddle. You're right. I am a sociopath. Diagnosed. I have ASPD. I'm like Patrick Bateman, sort of. I'm just that kind of guy. I have no emotions. I don't care about anyone else. The only thing I care about is enriching myself and destroying my enemies, crushing them under my boot, my iron boot. That's all I care about. So I'm a psychopath, actually. I'm going to own up to it. I'm a psychopath. You guys know this to be true.
And I just made a short and sweet thread showing everything I just talked about. And I tagged all of YouTube's main accounts, and then I just sat by and waited. I believe in total it was viewed like 500,000 times, and a whole bunch of creators like Turkey Tom, Justin Wayne.
Hey, that's me.
Silently Gets Real, Nicholas Duroyo. There's probably more I'm forgetting. I'm sorry. But a bunch of creators, they all shared it to their people as well. And everyone was tagging YouTube in the comments. It was viewed a lot, is what I'm trying to say. But then a week goes by.
Streisand effect in action. There you go. Tried to hide it. Priming makes a video, and then 10 other YouTubers make videos talking about it too.
And YouTube didn't respond. And this is where I put a tinfoil hat on and I got a little kooky. Because if you don't know, YouTube support responds to literally anyone that ats them. You could have an account with 0 followers.
They don't respond to me, weirdly enough, usually.
And a blank profile. And if you tag at YouTube team support with a question, someone's going to respond.
Who was a loose goose this time? You know who's got a loose goose. You know who's got a goose loose in their head running around. And her name is Sniper Wolf.
They respond to everyone. So in my mind, I was like, there is no way possible at this point that YouTube has not seen this. They have been tagged so many times. So are they just ignoring me willingly? So I started thinking back to all my interactions with YouTube, and I'm like, wait, YouTube has never sent me my play button. And actually, YouTube refuses to send me my play buttons. One day I emailed them and I was like, hey, can I get my play buttons? I've never received them. And the person I was talking to said, no, we can't send you your play button. And then I said, okay, why not? And they said, you can't have your play buttons, and we can't tell you why you can't have them, but you can't have them. And I was...
They didn't send me a play button for this channel either, which is weird. Actually, no, wait, don't I have it for this channel? No, I have it for the main channel, and I have it for this channel. I think they wouldn't let me get verified or something. Oh, no, sorry. I have the Turkey Tom 100K and the Turkey Tom Million. They wouldn't give me the Tom Dark 100K, and I didn't know why. They wouldn't explain to me why. I remember asking around, and people thought that it might have been because they ran out of play buttons to give people. But they didn't give me a good explanation because they were like, your channel's not in good standing. And I checked my channel, I had no strikes, no copyright info, so I was very perplexed by that.
Was like, okay, that's a weird. Okay, didn't want them anyways. And I thought back about more YouTube interactions, and I was like, I also don't have a channel rep, which if you aren't aware, every YouTuber is given a specific YouTube employee to email, and you're given this employee once your channel gets big enough. And I don't know if there's a cutoff, but everyone I know
Where's mine?
that's above 100,000 subscribers is given a channel rep. But
Where's mine?
for some reason, they never gave me one. And I'm not complaining.
I don't have one.
I don't really care about that stuff. If I'm on, well, okay, the play buttons would be nice because every few weeks you get a little depressed and I'm like, I'm a failure. I deserve no happiness in life. I have done nothing. You suck. And in those moments, I could look at my wall and I could see those play buttons shining and I could know that I did achieve something. So, not getting a play button, not giving a rep, the support emails ignoring everything I did, and now them ignoring me on Twitter and my video. My typical brain was going off, and I was like, maybe they hate me. Maybe someone at YouTube just really hates me for some reason. Maybe I made a video on someone they were like a huge fan of, like Repzilla or something. I don't know. And they've blacklisted
No one's a big fan of Repzilla.
me, and everyone there hates me. And for a small moment,
I don't even hate Repzilla. There's nobody ever talks about Repzilla.
I was defeated, and I thought maybe I should throw in the towel. But then a fire inside me grew, and I said, I don't need you, YouTube. YouTube, more like you suck. How about that? Okay, you didn't expect that, did you? So my new plan was like, YouTube doesn't care at all. So I'm just gonna try.
Thank you, Strike, for the 5. Hope you've been well. I have been. Breloom, fraud does an investigation, and if the claimant is filing them under false pretenses, the claimants get in trouble. But if they aren't the claimant's provider, they must go and report it. Okay. The claimant gets in trouble. How do you determine if they're under false pretenses? Like if the claims aren't filled out properly, or if it's like obvious to you that the claims are fraudulent because the content is fair use? Like, how do you determine that? If we are the claimant's provider, there isn't much we can do other than report it. What do you mean by provider? What do you mean report it? I have a lot of questions. Thank you, No Name, for becoming a member.
get as many people as I can possible to cover this story. And my idea was, if I make this big enough, then YouTube won't be able to ignore it and they would have to respond in some way. So I started emailing creators, I started DMing people, I got in touch with some journalists, and then I told people, if viewers like emailed me and they said, how can I help? I said, listen, just email creators and say, please cover this. That's all I need. And like superheroes flying in to save the day. Ton of large creators made videos, and small creators. Listen, anyone that made a video, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then a journalist I talked to released an article. Oh, and a funny thing about this article.
I didn't even see this. Bully-ish, how a story about influencer Lily Jean's alleged copyright abuse led to us receiving abusive threats. Bully-ish Lily Jean. But that's not it. What is the... Who published that article? Oh, Stephen Asar. This guy, I remember back in the day, I think Nick Yoder didn't like him for some reason. I don't remember. These guys published a decent article about the quackity stuff back in the day. I want to say they published an article about the Chris Tyson stuff, the Baba interview, but I don't remember what was in that. I don't think I read it. Should you decide to ignore our email and pursue this fabricated story based on these lies, we'll immediately take all appropriate legal steps. Laura Truman emailed Patrick Britt on May 19th. This is the first time anyone at the publication, including my publisher and boss, James Bell, had heard about the story. The day prior, I'd emailed Laura's daughter, Lily Jean Truman, asking for her response to a video posted by the commentary channel Primink. At a glance, Lily Jean seemed like your average influencer, hopeful with a decent internet following with 1 million Instagram followers. She posts acting reels and sketches about things like sentient shoes, the secretary standing up to a rude boss, and two sisters talking on the telephone. What is this video?
Yes, I know. The magazines have been on the decline for over 6 months now. These new trends are ridiculous. Ring, ring. We're failing. I think you're sabotaging.
What was that cut? Are we missing something here? What was that cut?
We're failing. I think you're sabotaging my business, my
Great editing.
company, my corporation. Are you siphoning off contacts? What are you doing? This is nonsense.
You can tell how crazy she is even by her acting. She's not even trying.
You're such an ungrateful, downright asshole. I have asked editors for help. Did you know that? I have gone out of my way to do things for you. And this is what you give me? Disrespect? You...
This is an insane person. So caught by attention when, to his million subscribers, YouTuber Primink claimed that after creating a video on the creator 4 years ago, Lily and her mother have been spamming his channel with copyright notices that got more unhinged over time. In the emails posted in the video, Lily and her mother accused Primink of slander or defamation. The pair also made unsubstantiated claims that he fosters sexual discussion with minors. Yeah, they just called him, didn't they? They use his real name and address, which has not been shared publicly. Primink is a private YouTuber who narrates his videos through an avatar of an aghast young man with blonde hair and a blue t-shirt. He's always remained anonymous, which is a quite difficult thing to do with an audience of 1 million subs. In the last 4 years, he's only posted 2 videos, including the one about Lily. When I asked him about where he'd been all that time, he sidestepped the question. Okay, so I guess he just doesn't want to talk about where he's been instead of YouTube. Over the next week following his latest Lily Jean video, Primink noticed someone edited his Wikitubia page to include his name and home address. Those been changed back. He also noticed Lily Jean posted 3 now deleted videos about bullying, and Primink specifically, on her YouTube channel. 2 of those videos included his full name, and one had his hometown and state, which he believes came from information Lily Jean acquired when Primink visited her website. My online footprint's almost non-existent other than the Primink stuff. Not that many ways they could have gotten that. Visited her website. So her website has an IP grabber is what we're claiming here, basically. After weeks of Primink begging YouTube to acknowledge the incidents on his platform, it finally responded saying it was looking into this. During that time, Laura kept emailing us. When we asked Laura for evidence of any of her claims against Primink or how she obtained his real name, she refused to respond. Instead, she sent us vague legal threats, throwing around words like copyright infringement, defamation, and slander. Yeah, they don't even know what those mean. When I'd tweet or look at Laura's Instagram story, there'd be an email threatening that her team would use every legal method necessary to protect Lily's professional life. Lily Jean is being targeted by a group of people determined to harm her. You will, with this article, place a further bullseye on her head. For the last 6 years of her life, she said to live with daily death threats, threats of stabbing her to death, threats of mutilation, to name a few atrocities that have been leveled at her. Well, that's very but if that happened, I haven't seen any proof of that. I honestly doubt it. But if that did happen, that's not Primink's fault. He didn't do that. He made a video criticizing her. You don't simply go to numerous law enforcement agencies and government offices because someone calls you a name. Well, that's what you did. Has the FBI arrested Primink? Not to my knowledge. The situation, we believe, is quite more detailed than you realize, and for us, extremely frightening, to say the least. It is extremely important for us to be transparent with you here. How are you being transparent? They ask you for evidence you wouldn't provide. Putting someone's life in danger is no laughing matter. Almost every day of her life, she has dealt with cyberstalking of her personal life, played out on social platforms, and known neo-Nazi websites, Kiwi Farms and lol cows. Oh my god. Kiwi Farms is not a neo-Nazi website. Our personal information, lolcows, I think you mean lolcow farm or whatever, right? Our personal info, including pictures outside our house, as well as a schematic of the inside of our home, as well as personal papers, are spread across these websites that Mr. Primming uses to create his videos. Okay, but that's not his fault. And also, I kind of doubt this happened at all. I doubt they have a schematic of the inside of their house. And even if they do, is that maybe, that's not breaking the law. Like, it's legal. Houses are public record. These emails included Primming's full legal name. One attempted to discredit his claims of doxing. It made unsubstantiated allegations that he or someone who works with him, or for him, places personal info on Wikitubia and that he doxed himself in his latest video. I highly doubt that happened. That is insane. When I spoke to Primming, he denied all the claims. We'd like to make it clear to you that it's obvious that your editors did not convey the message as effectively as we thought they should have about what is going on. Okay, well then, give them information. Give them information about it. Breloom, provider equals internet provider. Fraud does the investigation, so I don't know how that works. Sorry. I do help compensate people for any speed throttling that happens because of false DMCAs, though. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Thank you for the information, Breloom. So I guess you would be working for, like, Comcast or something like that. Not to out your job, but something like that, I assume, is my impression when you say internet company. All right. At the end of Primming's latest video, he included an email asking for anyone who's received a copyright claim or any harassment from the pair to reach out to him. When I asked the YouTuber who I should talk to, he handed me 3 names of creators who claimed that over the past 2 years, Lily Jean and her mother have harassed, doxed, and bullied those who dare question their online presence. I received more names, information, and clips from those creators, causing the story to unfold into a weeks-long operatic affair. What started as a simple email evolved into one of the most complex investigations I've ever covered. It also led to more emails with Laura, each getting more invasive than the last. When I posted a tweet about my research, let's see this tweet. I've covered a lot of influencers, and that was a first. And this is a journalist covering the Lily Jean story reached out to her, and she then doxed me and threatened legal action to his boss. You doxed me to the journalist covering your doxing. How dumb are you? And this is a message from Steven saying, hey, so I'm still working on this, and reached out to Lily. She emailed my bosses threatening legal action, included your full name. Just want to be aware she's doing it. Jesus Christ. If I posted a tweet about my research or checked her Instagram story, there would be an email from Laura sent to my bosses and forwarded to me. If we sent her a question about an archive site in the Wayback Machine or a video, hours later it would be removed. Can you get stuff just taken down off Wayback Machine willy-nilly if you want? Is that easy? How to get something removed from Wayback? There's websites. So it can't be super easy, right? I know that journalist Taylor Lorenz did get her taken down because she was being made fun of, from what I understand. Lily Jean and Laura have blocked me on Facebook, X, Instagram, and even LinkedIn. I worried viewing her socials or website now had real ramifications, so I found myself compulsively resetting my IP address and logging every online movement I made. If I get a VPN, boss. This story took over my life in a way that others rarely do, filling my waking days with thoughts of copyright claims, acting reels, and fair use. I thought of traveling far away, sequestered in some back-end town with public Wi-Fi with Lily Jean. Fear of this story getting near my colleagues' docs grew every day, and Lily Jean's show was just getting started. Oh, this is quite the article here. Commentary come down. Like soap making tutorials or aquarium bros, commentary is a genre of its own on YouTube. Along its sister format, the T channel, commentary usually consists of a creator lampooning or criticizing a public figure or interesting story. Creators like Critical, Elvis the Alien, I feel like this is a bad example. Does he even do commentary videos anymore? He doesn't even make commentary videos anymore. He just does movie reviews. And sometimes PewDiePie pull in millions of views as commentators, but the copyright strikes they deal with, most are from giant corporations, not a wannabe actress and her mother. Ooh, wannabe actress. Stephen Asark is destroying her. Primming told me that, to date, Lily Jean and Laura have filed 9 copyright notices against his original video. Man, you would think after one they would give up if it didn't work. In that video, he speculates that Jean had bought followers, posted fake brand deals, and created fan accounts that sometimes portrayed racist or homophobic stereotypes. Whoa, forgiven? The video uses clips of Lily Jean to illustrate Primming's analysis, a classic case of fair use on YouTube. Other than for one notice on a video Primming made of a Spanish dub of his Lily Jean video, YouTube has kept his video up. But each copyright notice he received felt disturbing, as they all included his full legal name and some of them his home address. He said he's still unsure how Laura and Lily Jean got that information. In a recent copyright notice from February 2024 I saw, Lily claims that Primming used a copyrighted logo of her face in the original video's thumbnail. She got a copyright registration for this in 2022 named Lily Jean. In one email sent to my bosses, Laura claims that Primming is a public figure who makes a lot of money making videos on people, such as our client, and as of such is not doxxed. But public figures can be doxxed with their private addresses and personal information being shared online. In the copyright notice to Primming, Lily Jean claims that because of threats of murder and anti-Semitic hate crimes toward herself and her family that started in 2020, she's filed a complaint with the NYPD and has been in contact with the FBI. These people are so delusional. They think that Primink is like working with some anti-Semitic organization, and that the only way to combat that is to contact the NYPD and the FBI because of a YouTube video that was made about them. Like, once again, the level of delusion these people are facing is insane. They're such perpetual victims. The NYPD did not return a request for comment or confirmation, nor did Lily Jean and Laura provide proper documentation of any open legal cases against these commentary YouTubers. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't even happen. They're trying to use the idea that there's more to the story without providing any proof of it to imply that if you cover them, you're being a bad person, and that you could potentially be roped into legal consequences. Just ignoring the doxing and harassment, this is the most clear case of copyright abuse that I've seen on the platform since I began YouTube, and nothing has been done, Primink said. All right, next chapter, creators run scared. Here we go. Primink is far from the only creator to receive copyright notices from Lily Jean. While other creators like Curtis Price, Tater Tatiana, Sunny V2, and Angelica Oles have all posted videos on Lily, Primink's was the largest with 10 million views. First on my list to speak with was Cleor, a 14,000 subscriber YouTube channel that translates drama about American creators for a French audience. She told me that she discovered Lily Jean's story from commentary channels like Primink. 12 hours after posting her first video about Lily on April 26th, Lily filed a copyright notice for using a portion of footage from her Project Bullyish. This resulted in YouTube taking down Cleor's video. Cleor issued an appeal, which granted Lily her full name and address. Get a hat that's more based? This is the most based hat you've ever seen. Who names themselves Tater Tatiana? That's a great question. Who is this?
Hey sisters, I just want
I clicked the Tater Tatiana link, and it just
Hey,
took me
sister.
to this video. Stephen A. Sark, get your hyperlinks up to snuff. Are they all that? What happens when I get a Curtis Price?
Alright everyone,
Okay, so that's actually what his channel. Who the f is Tater Tatiana? Who is this person? 26K subs. Most popular videos about Lily Jean and the rest are random. She made one video about Lily Jean that got 13,000 views, and Lily Jean sent her a copyright notice for 13,000 views. I don't think I've gotten any, from my knowledge, as far as I'm aware. She told me she discovered Lily Jean's story from commentary channels, and then she received a takedown, and she ended up giving Lily Jean her full name and address. Miss Blank, since April, has created a hostile environment for myself and my family. Okay, this has nothing to do with copyright, by the way. This has nothing to do with copyright. This is unrelated. This is like a harassment claim, which is not even a legal thing. This is a TOS appeal. My family and I filed a report with our local police due to her continuous harassment and threats on social media platforms. For example, last week on Instagram stories, she taunted my family and instigated fictional battles. She writes to come for her and creates fictional battles like Lily Jean versus Cleor, which in a free Palestine era and Ukraine war era is perilous for a Russian Jewish woman. What are you talking? What are you? I can't tell if they're this dumb or if they're just like phrasing this in the way that they think will make them take it down, or maybe both. Do they genuinely believe that Lily Jean being Jewish has anything to do with it? These are like crazy people. My family and I have taken recourse. Okay, also, what? You're an American citizen. What is happening to you as an American citizen as a Jew? You live in the United States. There's very few anti-Semites in the United States who give a f about Jews. Most people are just like, Jews? You mean a white guy? Nobody cares. My family and I have taken recourse to block her and not respond to terrorist tactics? Terrorist tactics. Miss Blank's actions have caused distress and fear for my family's safety. Terrorist tactics are making a YouTube video about someone now, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we are engaging in terrorist tactics today. Not stochastic, real terrorism. That's what commentary videos are. They have caused distress and fear for my family's safety, especially considering the current political climate and the potential for misinformation to incite violence. Her video was seen by many people in the United States thanks to the content farm base coming from the owner of the Primink content. So she thinks that this YouTuber she's probably DMCA against, Cleor, they think that Cleor is working with the Primink content farm to create anti-Semitic hate campaigns, which combined with the title Lily Jean versus Cleor in the Free Palestine era makes her to be in real life danger or something. This is like so. I thought I was like crazy. I thought I was schizophrenic. This is like another level I haven't quite achieved yet. You can't tell if someone's a Jew unless they have a little hat thing. Generally, yeah. Or the nose. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people have Jewish noses who are not Jewish. I have a big nose. I'm not Jewish. I don't have the hook, but see that side profile? That's a large nose. I'm not a Jew. I swear! I swear! I swear, guys. Please believe me. The last name, you can tell. Well, if their last name's like Lipschitz, but are you gonna walk up to every person you see, be like, is your last name Lipschitz by any chance? Is your last name Goldstein? Like, is that what's going on here? Filing an appeal might make sense on the surface, but in an appeal, creators need to include their full name and address, which can be sensitive for some people. It's easy to see how YouTube's copyright system could be used by creators to take down negative or unwanted content. Others have been accused of doing this, like James Onision Jackson and Alex Edson. A few hours after we sent YouTube a request for comment, the platform reinstated Cleor's video. Lily did send another copyright notice shortly after YouTube put the video back up, but YouTube denied the notice. I tried my best to get in contact with someone from YouTube, but after several emails to press their team, I received no response. Yeah. Classic story. A giraffe named Jerry. Okay. What is a giraffe named Jerry? On May 5th, 80,000 subscriber YouTuber Curtis Price covered the claim against Cleor on his channel after she sent him an email asking for advice. I've been introduced to the upbeat Welsh creator known for his wooden giraffe coverage of Lily Jean's antics. His videos embodied the zeitgeist of the genre, covering every corner of the commentary scene from JoJo Siwa's strange career, switch to the years-long deranged saga of Onision. Biden's gnawing on the cables again, base. I certainly hope so. He's getting hungry right now, you know? Later in the week, on May 9th, Laura, in a now-deleted post of on her own Facebook, shared the personal Facebook accounts of Price's entire family, because that's what we saw from the priming video, right? This included where some of them work, which she spoke about in a video. What kind of childhood do you think this woman had? I mean, who knows? Maybe it was too good. Maybe it was too bad. I feel like some people I've met who have had really good childhoods, like, not that I had a bad childhood. Is it happening again? Hold on. Sorry for that. Chat. Later in the week on May 9th, Laura, in a now deleted post on her Facebook, shared the personal Facebook accounts of Price's entire family. This included where some of them work, which he spoke about in a video. And the copyright notification sent to Cleor from Lily through YouTube, which Cleor forwarded to me. Lily makes unsupported claims that Cleor frequents a neo-Nazi website and engages in terrorist attacks. Brilliant, just email me. Email me with some identifying information, okay? I'm not going to say my Telegram publicly. Lily adds that she's going to assume Price is Cleor's legal representation at this point forward. The email also listed the full names of Cleor, SunnyV2, and Primig. Even if I laughed a bit seeing all they try to do for a small video in French, I became kind of anxious about it. I mean, I'd be anxious too. Typically, a YouTuber with 14K subs does not get doxxed unless they're in some like degenerate community. That's not something that happens that frequently. Like, it's kind of a rare thing, you know? It's not extremely common. Typically, once you get like big on YouTube, then inevitably you might be doxxed. But at that small level, it's like not that common. I don't know that SunnyV2 cares that much, but still, shouldn't. And especially, it's crazy that Lily Jean thinks it's a good look to be emailing YouTubers' personal info to a journalist who's trying to expose them for doxing. Like, the journalist is like, did you dox people? And they're like, no, I didn't. By the way, here's the full name of the guy that you're talking about. It's like, how stupid are you? Price has received at least 11 copyright notices on his 9 videos about Lily Jean since 2020. The notices have yet to succeed in taking his videos down. In these notices, Lily shares similar objections about Price using the image she copyrighted. In one screenshot, the notice demands, take this video down. Additionally, you've allowed your site to constantly spam the same titles over and over, so that when you look up the name Lily Jean, all you see is a defamatory title, which is slanderous and untrue. Well, maybe that wouldn't be a problem for you. First of all, they're not slanderous and untrue. And secondly, that wouldn't even be a problem for you if you just made good videos people watch. This happened with Tipster too. You remember this? Tipster was on Twitter complaining to YouTube, like, how come when you look up my name, it's all negative videos about me? And it's just like, well, I wonder why. Maybe it's because you suck and you don't post videos that anybody watches. People shitting on you get more views than you. That's probably why. Which is slanderous and true. Quote, the Instagram model that faked it all. Thanks to YouTube's ineffectual system and actions, Lily Jean has no ability to work in the field she loves, nor is it easy for her to get a job because you allowed a system to fail. So to reiterate, take this video down. Wow, that's funny. I believe she was trying to silence me in every way possible, Price said in an email interview, but since her copyright takedown requests were constantly denied, she resorted to doxing my family, slandering me, as well as filing a police report against me. What do they think a police report's gonna do? Do they think it's illegal to make a video criticizing someone? Is that what they think? Like, what do they think this is actually going to do? How delusional are they, truly? His constant run-ins with Lily and Laura have led Price and his family to live in a state of anxiety. He said that the paranoia is exhausting. Who is Lily Jean? To understand how Lily and Laura view the internet, I needed to go back to their online beginning. What I didn't expect to find was the largest online footprint I've ever seen, dating back to when Lily was in elementary school. Whoa. Holy. Okay, so new info, chat. New info about Lily Jean. Maybe we'll find out why she is the way she is. According to the dozens of blogs Lily Jean has written herself or had others post, she was born in April 2001 with the content creation itch. She started making stop-motion blogs for her American Girl dolls when she was a teenager, on her now-defunct blog, The Yay Ball Queen,